What's going on, people, on this bank holiday weekend? I hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is well. Video coming your way, and there will be a rant. There will be a big rant coming.
Tottenham on tour.
So, how is everybody doing? So, first of all, just want to say apologies I couldn't make it to the protest on Saturday. I have been ill all weekend, and I just was not well enough to even get out of bed. And people who know me well will know the fact that I couldn't get there must have meant that I was really not well. So my apologies. I will be there no matter what for the Brentford one for the final game of the season. That is for damn sure. And apologies to all my people that I protest with for not being able to be there for this one, and for all the people that came down to help the fight to get the owners out. My apologies for not being there. But we're going to talk about one thing, then I am going to go into a huge rant. So, first of all, congratulations to one Harry Edward Kane. This phenom, like The Undertaker in wrestling, this outstanding, world class player that we have had in our hands and has delivered for 8 years solid. Just congratulations to you. One of the, I've said before, I hear about people talking about watching Jimmy Greaves and watching Dave Mackay and Danny Blanchflower, Hoddle, me with Gaza. But what a privilege and pleasure, a blessing and honour it is to see and have been witnessed to Harry Kane. Just like this weekend, funnily enough, like the Queen's passing and the King's coronation. This is once in a lifetime stuff. And with Harry Kane breaking that record, I think we've seen something once in our lifetime. You've seen it before been broken, and I'll say down the road, Ian Wright finally broke it, and then Thierry Henry broke it. But I just can't see another striker coming in, especially finding him from our youth academy, that's going to come in and hit the heights and the numbers and do as much as he did. I mean, you just got to look at it for Porro for the goal. I tell you what, some of his Harry Kane's passing was off for the beginning part of the for the game, but I tell you what, let me just move this a bit closer to me. 1 sec. There we go. That pass to Porro to set Porro on his way was just poetry in motion. The flick, the turn, or the spin, shall I say, the weight of pass, everything. And then for him to get, I think that's his 25th or 6th Premier League goal this season in a team that has been so bag average and so Jekyll and Hyde and so hit and miss. What we got to witness there was pure beauty. And Harry Kane, who has given us 9 years of exemplary service. Yes, we could talk about the Manchester City transfer that didn't go through or didn't happen. And I must admit, for the first few games, I was very, very critical of Harry Kane. Very, like he didn't want to be there, and I let it be known. But like I've said before, I'll stand up and say when I'm wrong. And my God, he's proved me wrong again. This man, who is always on the back pages and never on the front, model father, model professional, model role model. This guy, just if we hadn't, the hierarchy hadn't used him for a cash cow and seen what would happen if we had players of his standard, or at least on his wavelength, what we could have achieved, as opposed to just force a few semi-finals, whatever. It's baffling to see why we when we had this jewel, this crown jewel, and I'm sorry to keep using coronation links, but it's very, very easy. We had this crown jewel, not just the crown of Premier League, we had the crown of English football. one of, if not the most lethalist marksman in the 10 years. Obviously, you got Haaland now and everything, but Harry Kane in this bang average team in this shoddy season has shown once again just how important he is to Tottenham Hotspur. His goals come from everywhere. His playmaking. This man is just something you'll never ever see, or very, very unlikely to see again in a Spurs shirt. The guy that can do everything. Bits of Teddy Sheringham in him. Bits of Klinsmann. He's just an incredible footballer. And congratulations on 209. 41 to go. Well, let's face it. Please God he stays with us. He could do it in a season and a half, couldn't he? He could do it. And then what a thing it would be to have England's all-time record goal scorer, Tottenham's all-time record goal scorer, and the Premier League all-time goal scorer. What a hat-trick that is. Not a trophy for us, but if any man deserves this, it's Harry Kane. Without a shadow of a doubt. And I hope that moment of being second was another lovely moment for his family and him to cherish. The man is a legend. The man should have more in his trophy cabinets for both club and country, but that's a different story. But congratulations to what you could only say is an absolute phenomenal talent that when his time comes, and he does leave Tottenham, whether he sees out his career, whether he goes this summer or goes on a free, we will all know how lucky we were to have this goal-scoring machine, this playmaker. He broke another record as well. He's the first Premier League striker to score 10 headers in a season. Just another record for the record books to be rewritten due to Harry Kane. So yeah, like I said, congratulations to him now. It's going to be a short video, but it's going to be a short video with an explosive rant. And here it comes. I've seen it a lot today. I've seen it a lot. And it's really been pissing me off, people. Because today is 4 years ago for that wonderful night at Ajax. But it's social media today is going around celebrating this. That's right, you heard me right. Celebrating that 4 years ago, the wonder of Lucas Moura, the wonder of Ajax, the miracle of Ajax happened. It's a wonderful memory. Do not get me wrong. I remember I watched it at home in Canada. And I'll tell you a bit of a story behind why I watched it at home and not at the Scotland Yard. At that time, and this is a personal story here, it's before I knew Brian Ireland, so before Tottenham on tour, Tottenham away, before any of that, before I went on We Are Tottenham TV. People will know my battle with addiction, especially alcohol. Well, 2019 would have been 11 years sober. Or what? Sorry, coming up to 11 years sober. I was 10 years sober. I had never been so close. All of a sudden, for wanting a drink in my entire life, I'd never wanted one so much, and I was really struggling. Still haven't touched a drop. I went to the first leg at the Scotland Yard, but could only stay till half time because the need for a drink was getting awful. And I actually took 3 months off of work and went back into rehab, not into date like every single day, like stay over, but I went into therapy and counselling. And I couldn't go to the Scotland Yard for the second game. And thank God I didn't. Although I know they wouldn't serve me. The Scotland Yard, if I went up to them, blessed them, and I said, yeah, give me a vodka, they'd be like, good one, Bri. Good one. Thank God for the Scotland Yard, the best pub in the world. But the first half, if I had been there, I would have pissed off and gone to another pub that didn't know I was an alcoholic and got blind, hammeredly drunk. And then if I hadn't done that in the first half, I certainly would have in the second half, with that second half happening. So I watched it at home. And I remember it well. 2-0 down. My mother-in-law walked in and said, "How's it going?" And I said, "Not good. 2-0 down. We need 3 goals in 45 minutes." And as I was talking to her, Lucas Moura scored the first. And I said, "Well, that's 1." Then very shortly after, I went, "Now that's 2." And then obviously all the antics. And then when the third goal went in, I was running up and down the road like a madman, screaming, shouting. Hardly no one knew what I was going mad about, but a few people did. I was absolutely ecstatic in the moment. In the moment. We are now 4 years down the line. Have won nothing. Have achieved nothing. Have had Jose, Nuno, Conte, Stellini, Mason. We're now at day 43 without the manager. That 75 day or whatever it was for Nuno is soon approaching and will be past probably. And Lucas Moura, the bloody hero of Ajax, was getting relegated with the under-21s yesterday. But what we want to celebrate is what happened 4 years ago. I go, "Oh, wicked memory. What a moment. Loved it. Lived it." Well, I want to live that again. And again and again and again. And what's stopping me living that again and again and again is Daniel Levy. Is ENIC. Why are we celebrating something that happened 4 years ago and then got to the final and lost? Why is that to be celebrated? Remembered, yes. Spoken about, yes. But to be lauded about like it's some great achievement for Tottenham Hotspur. What are we becoming as a football club? Is that what we're living for right now? Is that what the hope and aspirations are? Pochettino said, "We have this beautiful, great big house, but we haven't got the furniture." Eric Dyer from that team is still in there. Hugo Lloris, past it. Ben Davies, past it. Harry Winks to come back. Huminson and Harry Kane, okay, but they're still doing their bits. Davinson Sanchez. We're still in that team. So, why are we celebrating? We sit here now after that win at Crystal Palace and results went our way in 6th. When Antonio Conte lost his job, we were 4th. Now we're 6th. We were 7th. And if games in hand goes our way, we got Villa next. So I just don't understand why today, all of my timelines is people going, "Oh, remember this day 4 years ago? Oh my God, wasn't it great? Wasn't it amazing? Oh my God, how I live for days like this." Well, if you live for days like this, why aren't you saying, "Do you know what? I want more days like this"? We've had different managers, different players, or a lot of the players are still the same. I don't want to look back on my life at Tottenham going, "Oh yeah, I was there the day Lucas Moura did that." Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, how did you do in the final? Lost. What is this all about? Why is this something I don't see on the day we won the UEFA Cup? People lauding it about. They may say on this day, But we won the damn thing. And it's a moment. It's a trophy. Just like 91. Just like 81, 82. Just like 2008. And 2015. Oh, sorry, 2008 and 1999. It's 15 years since 2008. We won the thing. That's what you celebrate. Not, oh, 4 years. Where were you on the day this happened? What moment was you? What was you doing when it's 2-0 at half time? Oh my God, that comeback. Terrific stuff. My God. My God. I want days where we get to semi-finals and then go on to win the finals. And talk about being champions. Not talking about, oh, it was the greatest comeback of them all. Oh, ho, ho. Brilliant stuff. Wrong. It means nothing. We lost the final. But this is where we are right now. We are holding on to miraculous semi-final second leg wins because there's nothing else to highlight the tenure of the Levy. This is where we're at. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. This should not be celebrated. It should be used as ammo to say, I want these days again. As I said, since that, 5 full-time managers. 1-0. Lucas Moura, the hero who is leaving at the end of the season, got relegated with the under-21s. That's how bad it's got. We've kept him so long that he stagnated. Cost us a sending off against Everton, the bad back pass against Liverpool, and got relegated with the under-21s. But oh, it's okay. It's Moura. He scored a hat-trick. Well done, Moura. I love you to pieces. Your personality and your infectious love for the club is brilliant. But if we're past ourselves out by dates at work, we get the chop. Or we leave. That's not your fault, Lucas. But Tottenham Hotspur did nothing about it. So this day should not be celebrated. Should be more ammo or petrol on the fire for Levy out. But hey-ho, this is what we've become. Celebrate the failures rather than celebrate the success. I just hope things get better. I hope you like the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, Levy out.